He thought freedom meant living without rules until his life quietly started falling apart. Ethan Cole was the kind of man people envied from a distance. No boss to answer to, no fixed routine, no commitments that tied him down. He woke up whenever he wanted, worked when he felt like it, and spent his nights chasing distractions that made him feel alive, at least for a moment. But behind that illusion of freedom, there was something he never admitted, even to himself. His life had no direction. Days blurred into nights. Plans were always starting tomorrow. His goals stayed as thoughts, never becoming actions. And slowly, without realizing it, Ethan began to feel empty. Not sad. Not broken. Just lost. One evening, after another wasted day, Ethan found himself sitting alone on a quiet park bench. The city lights flickered in the distance, and the noise of life carried on without him. That's when he noticed an old man sitting beside him. The man had a calm presence, the kind that made silence feel comfortable. He looked at Ethan for a moment and said, "You look like someone who has everything, and yet nothing." Ethan gave a slight laugh. "That obvious?" The old man nodded. "Very." There was no judgment in his voice, only understanding. "Let me guess," the man continued, "you live without rules because you think rules limit you." Ethan shrugged. "Rules feel like a cage." The old man smiled faintly. "And yet here you are, trapped anyway." That sentence hit harder than Ethan expected. They sat in silence for a moment before Ethan finally asked, "So what's the alternative? Living like a machine? Following routines every second?" The old man shook his head. "No. Living with rules isn't about control. It's about direction." Ethan frowned. "I don't get it." The old man leaned forward slightly. "Let me give you something simple. 3 rules. Not many. Just enough to change everything if you actually follow them." Ethan raised an eyebrow. "All right. I'm listening." The old man held up one finger. "First rule, respect your time, or time will disrespect you." Ethan stayed quiet. "You think you have endless time," the old man continued. "So you waste it. But time doesn't wait for you to be ready. It moves on, with or without your permission. Every day you delay, you're not resting, you're losing." Ethan felt a strange discomfort. He thought about all the tomorrows he had promised himself. The old man raised a second finger. "Second rule, discipline creates freedom, not the other way around." "That sounds backwards," Ethan said. "It only sounds that way because you've never practiced it," the man replied. "Right now, your lack of discipline feels like freedom, but it's actually controlling you. When you build discipline, you gain control over your life. You decide your path, not your mood." Ethan had no response this time. The old man raised his third finger. "Third rule, if you don't define your life, the world will define it for you." Ethan looked at him, more serious now. "You drift, you follow trends, you react to everything around you," the man said. "And slowly, you become someone you never chose to be. A life without rules isn't a free life, it's a borrowed one." The word settled deeply inside Ethan. For the first time in a long while, he felt something shift, not outside, but within. "So what now?" Ethan asked quietly. The old man stood up slowly. "Now, you decide if you want to keep drifting, or start living with intention." "Wait," Ethan said, standing as well. "How do I start?" The old man smiled gently. "Start small. 1 rule at a time. But follow it like your life depends on it, because it does." And with that, he walked away, disappearing into the quiet night. Ethan stood there for a long time, replaying every word. The next morning, for the first time in years, he woke up early, not because he had to, but because he chose to. He didn't change everything overnight. But he started with one simple rule: respect his time. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Slowly, his life began to take shape, not perfectly, but purposefully. And for the first time, Ethan realized something powerful. Rules didn't take away his freedom, they gave it meaning. Moral: a life without rules may feel free, but it leads nowhere. True freedom begins the moment you choose discipline, respect your time, and define your own path.